Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Christian Life Coach Collective. You're invited to this table with others on the same journey to becoming a great coach with a strong foundation, no matter what type of coaching you're called to. I've lived a lot of my life full of doubt and confusion about my purpose. I didn't know if my broken and messy story could be used by God, but I did know I wanted to find a way to serve Him and others while making money. In fact, I had no idea what life coaching even was, and I just thought it sounded kind of silly. But as I pressed into what God was calling me to, He was faithful to make the path clear to me, and now I love my life as a coach. In this podcast, you'll learn more about your calling as a coach, whether you've been doing it for a bit or just starting to think about it. You'll hear experts and coaching examples and learn new strategies and tools, and so much more. I'm Laura Malone, and I'm honored to guide you in your coach calling, and together, we can pursue wholeheartedness for both you and your clients with the help of Holy Spirit. So get ready to become the hero in your own story and an amazing guide to others. I'm excited to tell you something. The greenhouse course that I have been alluding to, my training and certification program for Christian life coaches, is about to be launched. Okay? So if you haven't done it yet, head over to sterlingandstonementoring.com. Click on the greenhouse and jump on the wait list so you get more information. And when the doors are open for applications, you can be one of the first people to jump in there. Okay, I'm going to tell you all about it in this episode. I'm super pumped about what God has downloaded for me to sow into you so that I can grow you up and release you. It's so crazy. It's exactly what I wish I had. It's one of those stories where God takes my struggle, God takes my pain, He takes my loss and disappointment, and He has shown me how to turn around and give you everything I wish I had, everything I wish somebody had poured into me. And it all comes from a place of what He's given me and He's birthed in me over the past 20 years through entrepreneurship and full-time ministry and moving so many times just because God would say go and we would pick up and go because not doing what He said wasn't an option. 13 years of homeschooling, 5 kids, blended family, leaving my family of origin to move and never live near them again. So basically living without a support system. God has taken all of this storyline and all of the coaching experience I have, the mentoring and teaching and leading experience, and He has brought it together for such a time as this. And I know it without a doubt. I have tried 1,000 things in my lifetime, good at some of them, not so good at others. But, the things that I mentioned just now, those things, I actually think I'm good at them. They have long-lasting fruit, and they are the things that have, they're lasting. God is blessing, that I have favor in my family and our ministry and my business in coaching. When He told me to start the greenhouse, when He literally named it the greenhouse and showed me why, I was really beside myself. Like, really, is this the way? Don't I need to do this first and that second and then this third and make sure I follow A through Z before I can ever get to that place? And God just said, don't despise the day of the small beginnings. And I've had a lot of small beginnings, friend. I'm sure you have too. But it's time to start moving forward. It's time to do the thing He has placed inside of us, what is part of our original design, His purposes, and His calling on our lives. It's time that we put aside fear of man, and it's time that we put aside limiting beliefs and lies and all of the systems that we have operated in apathetically. It's time to wake up. And I'm calling you to wake up. Let me be an alarm to you, because I've heard an alarm. The Lord has sounded the alarm for me. And he said, the time is short. People need us. People need the word and the truth. They need people to reach out and be guides. The world is hurting, and you know it. And you don't even have to turn the TV on to experience it and to know it inside of deep in your spirit. You don't need anybody to tell you that the world around you is broken, and you are part of God's answer. Trust me, wherever you feel doubts, put them aside and listen to what God has said. He's the one that fills your mouth when he sets you in front of kings. He's the one that speaks for you. Stop thinking that you have to do it all on your own, or that you even can do it all on your own, and let God show up. Be willing to surrender. Be willing to say yes and take imperfect action. And yes, be willing to fail. If you never fail, you actually will never succeed. You can't have one and not have the other. It's like if you try to cut off sadness in order to always feel joy. First of all, why would you want that? Why would you want to never feel sadness? There are things that happen in the world you should feel sad about. It is right to feel sad about. So why would you want to cut that off? Suffering is part of our life. It's part of the story, friend. And Jesus obviously had the suffering in his life, and we're supposed to pick up our cross and walk with him? That we're supposed to rejoice in our sufferings, in the persecution? Yeah, that's it. That's the story. That's the storyline that we have been given the gift of walking in. So I'm going to teach you how to accept hard emotions and feelings like sadness and fear of failure, fear of success, fears of opinions of other people, even fear of fear itself. We're gonna tackle it. It's going to impact your life, and then you're going to be passionate about impacting the lives of other people. And I'm inviting you to a journey of becoming a Christian life coach through the Greenhouse course at sterlingandstonementoring.com, because it's going to equip you. In 10 weeks, you're going to get the training to be rooted and grounded in love as a Christian life coach. And then you're going to get released. Okay, so you're going to move from the greenhouse into the garden. And there is a process to this. You'll be trained and certified through Sterling and Stone Mentoring, and you will have a community of people who are like-directed and like-hearted. You're going to enjoy, I say enjoy for a reason, you're going to enjoy deadlines and accountability and camaraderie. You're going to enjoy being challenged and sharpened and refined. Because where else would you submit to that happening unless you felt called to it and you felt interest? Don't do this if you're not interested. This is for you if you want to become a Christian life coach. Even if you've been certified through some kind of program anywhere else and you want to actually get trained and equipped God's way in and through me. He uses other people too, but this is the way that God has given me to train and equip and release you. That is specific because I have specific strategies and tools that I've used in years of coaching and in parenting and in my own self-leadership. And I want to share all of them because my heart is to not just work one-on-one with somebody, as much as I love that, but my calling now is to multiply the tools, the kingdom strategies, and this gift that God has given Sterling and Stone Mentoring. I want to multiply it. I want to sow it into you, completely give everything I can to you so you can turn around and sow that seed of kingdom truth everywhere around you, in your house, in your life, in your business, everything that you do, all that you set your hand to. And honestly, even if you didn't want to be a Christian life coach and you want to take this course because you want these tools for your own life, it would benefit you. I promise it would. And so the course is going to open up and the applications will come in. Once you're approved, then you'll get the schedule and we will start on July 14th. We will meet once a week for live connections between me and the group of you in the greenhouse for 10 weeks. So it's going to go from July 14th to September 15th. Every Thursday, we're going to connect. And on top of that, you're going to have connections with small groups and coaches that are also in the same training that you do coach training hours with. You're not just going to learn, you're going to practice. And you're going to practice. And you're going to practice. And you're going to get feedback and constructive, loving criticism so that you can grow. If you want to tell me that you think you can just start doing it by yourself and never have any feedback and be awesome and confident for all of your days, I ask you to reconsider your belief system. You need the feedback, especially if this is something that you've never done anything like before. You need the feedback. You need the growth. And I'm going to tell you, if you're not coachable yourself, this isn't the right training program for you. You need to be coachable. You need to want to grow. And it doesn't matter what niche of coaching you want to be in. You want to be a coach for new moms. You want to be a coach for performance mindset, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs. You want to be a coach that deals with anxiety and depression. And do you want to be a coach that works only with teenage girls to help them through their stage of life? It doesn't matter. You need this foundation, a 10-week, strong, firm foundation. You need to be rooted in this soil. And then after that 10 weeks, you'll be invited into the Garden Society, okay? You get transplanted and then move on to a membership where you can continue to grow and refine and blossom, harvest all the goodness of what it looks like to actually be out in the garden and still connected, yet sowing like the seeds. You know, you're able to work with your own clients and you're sowing seeds everywhere that you go, yet you're collectively in a garden with other people who are like-minded and like-hearted, and you have the opportunity to sharpen one another and serve one another and support and encourage one another. That is literally something I have begged God for over all of these years, and I must provide it for you. I have to. It is just so in my heart that you get all of the support and connection and belonging that you need to grow you, to benefit you, to build your business. I want you to have all of it. And this first round of the greenhouse will be the beta course. So it's going to come at a special price. Get on the wait list and you will get more information about pricing and dates and times. And you're going to learn about how the Enneagram benefits us in coaching. You don't even need to know everything about the Enneagram. I'm going to teach you how you can get to the root system for any one person and zero in on why they're hitting hindrances, why there are walls in front of them. And you can go after belief systems that will benefit them in every area of their life, because however you show up in your life, that is going to manifest in how you show up in your business, in your health, in your family, in your learning, in your producing. Everything that you do is going to stem from your belief system, your perceptions, and your thought life. That's what I call your paradigm. Your paradigm is informing your legacy. I'm going to teach you the Pearl practice, and you're going to use it in your own life and in your peer coaching times, and it's going to extravagantly change your life. And then you're going to have one tool that will radically change the lives of every client, no matter what they're going after. And you'll be able to do it immediately. Am I going to tell you that you can't coach until you take this program? No. I think you should start where you can, whatever you feel is in front of you. Do I think that you need to wait? No. Do I think that you need to skip this? No. Do I think that you're qualified? I do. I believe that as a Christian, a follower of Jesus, the Spirit of the one who lives inside of you has called you, is equipping you, and you are fully qualified to share the good news and to be a guide to other people as you walk yourself through the same processes into this legacy, into this amazing story that you co-create with God. I'm so excited for what is available to you. I'm so excited that God has called me to this, and I am absolutely thrilled and honored that I could guide you, walk with you, and not only train and equip you and certify you, but to release you. It is my favorite thing in the world. Yes, possibilities. Oh my gosh, amen. But releasing you with not just possibilities, but clarity and wisdom and strategy and understanding of the possibilities that God has called you to, and releasing you to go spread the good news of what Jesus can do in somebody's life, whether you use Christianese or not, whether you say you're a Christian life coach or not, it doesn't matter. If you want to be a coach of any kind, it falls under the umbrella of life coaching. And if you are a Christian, whether you work with Christians or not, you are a Christian life coach. And I'm going to give you everything you need to empower that foundation to be strong and steady. And then you're going to grow and thrive in it and become the greatest coach that you can be. So make sure that you go to sterlingandstonementoring.com/thegreenhouse and get on the wait list so you can be one of the first to know in this beta course, because it's going to rock. And then after that, it's just going to keep getting better. And the price will go up, yes. But this round with the beta course, you will become a founding member of not just the Greenhouse course, but the Garden Society. And that's going to be something that has great perks to it. I'm really excited to invite you. I'm very excited to get more information out to you. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. And just to end, I bless you, your calling, and your coaching. And if you've loved any of this content, my favorite form of thanks is a written review over on Apple Podcasts. It'll only take you 30 seconds, and I would so appreciate it.